happy Saturday and welcome back to my channel. Today is another haul, but this time makeup. Today is a Primark makeup haul. Everything on my face currently is from Primark, other than my lip liner. The most expensive item in this haul is £5 and I currently have it all on my face. If you want to keep watching and you want to see how I created this, the products that I used, stay tuned. I am back looking slightly less put together and we are going to jump straight in because this is just so exciting. I really want to try all of these products. The first item that I actually use is the Soft Focus My Perfect Colour Concealer, and it's just this gorgeous little pot and it's just perfect for spot concealing or carving out your eyebrows or anything like that. It's such a thick consistency though. You do not need a lot and a little does go a long way. Just like a little dip pot. This is in the shade Porcelain and I think these are probably like £2. Conceals the spot. So I'm going to do something really unusual, which is really unlike me, and I'm actually going to do my eyes first. I want to give the eyeshadows that I got a fair chance. If we start with brows. The brow product that I picked up was the PS Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. And this was £1. So this is what the brow pencil looks like. There you go. So it is the PS Brow Pencil in this sort of dark shade. And what I really do like is the fact that it comes with a brush at the end for you to brush through your brows with, and it also comes with a pencil sharpener. I think, oh, okay, so I'm noticing an immediate problem with this. You can see I've just done a little swatch on my hand. That is incredibly dark. I'll just go to do my brows normally. Okay. The consistency is a bit like a crayon. Perfect. Here's a little tip that I stole from TikTok. To make sure that your eyebrows are in the right place, you have to use the pencil and go from your nose, and the start should be in line. So the start of your brow should be here. The highest point of your brow should be the outside of your iris towards your forehead from your nose, and the last part of your brow should be from your nose to the end of your eye to the temple in your head. That is how apparently you get the best brow shape for your face. It's not as dark as I first thought it was going to be, which is great. It didn't use that much product either. Like my brows are now done. I'm very impressed, very impressed, and for £1, what I do is I like to go into the concealer and then blend it out from there. But you do whatever you're comfortable with. There are really no rules to makeup as such, so if it works for you and works for your routine, that's all that matters. A tiny little brush like this. I'm just going to dip that in the concealer and just slightly start to carve out the brow. Just going to go with it today and hope it works out for the best. Like I've said before, this is by no means a tutorial. This is just what I do, and all I'm trying to do is share with you how I do my makeup without spending a fortune. Because if you're like me, we love makeup, but we don't love makeup prices. Okay, so I've just carved out my brows. This is the part I'm probably the most nervous for, just because my eyeshadow blending, any technique that I use for my eyeshadow, basically winging it. No skill in this area, and I'm just going for it. So the eyeshadow palette I picked up was actually one of the cheapest eyeshadow palettes they had, other than the ones that were in the sale. So I picked up the PS Soft Sands eyeshadow. These two are slightly shimmer colours, then you've got some very nudie colours and a dark colour and then a white as well. I'm going to try and do some sort of fancy eyeshadow with them. So these eyeshadows from Primark are actually vegan and cruelty free. First going to dip into this like sandy shade, which is called Wood. and just place that on the lid and blend. One thing I do love about doing your eyeshadow is when you're doing it and you haven't done your face makeup, any fallout you can literally just brush away. If I zoom you in, I'll just show you these eyeshadows while I'm blending. They actually blend out really, really nicely. I really like it. It's a good starting point. Grab this. This is actually a Morphe brush. This is M433 brush. And I'm thinking I might add a little bit of orange. This orange is called Tan. That middle colour there is literally how my fake tan used to look. Kind of gives like a burnt orange look. Wow. I have to admit, these are working a lot better than I thought they were going to. Impressed. I'm just going to grab this other little brush and I'm going to dip into the shade. We're going to go mad. We're going to go mental. I just grabbed this colour, which is called Bear, which is the darkest shade in the palette. And I just started adding this to the outer corner, but these shadows are so pigmented that's just left a smudge. Now I'm really nervous. Here to be blending out really, really easily. I'm really shocked actually. Maybe we'll take a bit of this colour. We'll mix Inspire with Bleached. Has got a bit of a shimmer to it, but I don't think I mind that. I'll just run that over the top. It's all slowly coming together. I don't know when anybody else is doing their eyeshadow if they end up with brushes being held in every single finger that you have free. A little bit more with that darker colour, but this time just on the lid. Just really darken that bit up. I can never see my eyeshadow when I shut my eyes, it's like gone. Tiny little brush again and the concealer. I take that right there. Okay, so kind of just a half cut crease. And I love this brush for this because it's slightly rounded on top. Then just blend that out. But you want a really soft blend. I always tend to go a bit further at the top than the bottom. So take the top over and then blend it diagonally. Really is about trusting the process, isn't it? Just going to go back in with the original brush. That's going to blend that so that there is a very, very soft transition of the colours. And then the fun part. Oh, I love this part. Glitter. I really want to test out this really, really glittery shade, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a swatch on my hand. So this is the colour in the light. Let's add a bit of setting spray. Let's see how it works then. Oh wow. So this one was just the product on its own, but this one is actually turned into like a really, it's almost like a foil. I'm going to use it with setting spray. Let's take a slightly smaller brush because that one was slightly excessive. This colour is actually called Suspect. I'll put that just on the inner corner. This makeup look is so far out of my comfort zone. It's just really not something I would ever use. Wow. I really like that, but one thing I might do is with this brush, just take this other shimmery colour and put that up here. Wow, that's almost like a highlight. I don't know if you can. It's given all sorts of Tin Man vibes, but I'm kind of here for it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera and do the other eye, and then we'll come back and we'll crack on with the face. I am now back and both eyes are done. For my foundation, sometimes I use a beauty blender, sometimes I do use a brush. Depends how I'm feeling. Today I'm thinking about using a beauty blender because the foundation I picked up is actually in matte foundation. I usually use the L'Oreal True Match, which is very, very hydrating, but I actually opted to go for this one because I've seen such good things about this. It's the Double Coverage Matte Foundation with, oh, it's got SPF in it and it's oil free. And I got it in the shade Vanilla, which I'm hoping is going to be a good match. This one was £5 and you do get 38 millilitres, which is a really good size. Oh. Did I put it on the sponge job, do you reckon? Currently what I'm doing. So I've got a tiniest little bit on my sponge. I'm just going to test this out. The match is slightly off. In comparison to my neck, the foundation is slightly darker. But when I am putting this on, you know, it's giving off a really chemically smell. I don't like that at all. We'll stick with it. If it burns my skin off, it burns my skin off. That's just the price you pay. It's definitely not one of my favourite foundations. It's a foundation you're very aware that you're wearing. This bit here, don't know if you can see that. Oh. Let's move on. Next item I've got is the PS My Perfect Colour Foundation and Contour Stick. I use this as a contour stick and I've got it in shade Honey. I'm not going to go too crazy because, oh, it's really difficult. It's really difficult to drag it over that foundation actually. Okay, we're blending. This is fine. Okay. No, that blended really nicely actually over that foundation. I don't know if you can see that. It's just giving me the really, like, the most subtle contour. Moved on to some powder. I use this quite a bit, but this is the PS My Perfect Colour Loose Minimal Powder. It's £2. £2. And you get so much. There's so much in here. And I get it in the shade Porcelain. And it is kind of a weird, please don't fall out. Now because this is a matte foundation, I know that I'm not going to have to powder too much, so I am just going to lightly powder. Like that. After doing your face makeup, sometimes I find your eyes just need a little bit of a revamp. So the brush you've been using to blend, and just blend it back out like this. Then I like to go under my eye, so I'm gonna actually take the shade Wood and just take that right under my waterline, like that. At this point, if I was going out, my go-to would be a lash, but I've tried Primark lashes. Primark lashes, they're not the one. So instead what I thought I'd do is grab a mascara. I have never personally tried a Primark mascara. When I saw this one, for £1, I couldn't. This is PS Amplified False Lash Mascara. A very thick applicator in comparison to what I'm used to. So let's try it out. I'm fully aware you're not really going to be able to see the quality of the mascara because I've got so much eyeshadow on. And in. It says False Lash Mascara, but to me it's just a very lengthening mascara. It's not giving the most volume. So I'll do some bottom lash mascara. Oh, it's good for bottom lash mascara. If it was a false lash mascara, I'd want it to maybe do a bit more, but I do love it. For lips, I couldn't actually find a lip pencil for what I wanted. There were so many varieties of lip pencils, but there's this one particular lip pencil that I wanted that my Primark didn't have. So instead, I'm going to use a similar lip liner, which is the Morphe Sweet Tea. And then I've got a Primark matte lipstick that I'm going to try and incorporate as if we were using the Primark lip liner. So I did pick up this PS matte lipstick in the shade Naked. So it's just a standard matte lipstick, just a really pretty nude coloured lipstick. It's quite a bit orangey actually, which from the lid is not what I was expecting, but we're going to try it. And I'm just going to try it over the Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner. This smells like something. This smells like something I've had before, and I couldn't tell you what it is. It was £1.50, but it is giving me concealer lips. The second to last item that we are going to put on our face today is this old crusty Primark palette that I have had for so long. I've had it for so long. So long that two of the colours have hit pan. I don't know if anyone's got this, but Primark have actually discontinued this now. I'm pretty sure this was £5 when I bought it years and years and years ago, but they currently no longer have it. And this is by far the best highlighter palette that I've tried. I love it because it's not too intense. And I normally mix Firefly and Glimmer together, but that's all I do. The last item is setting spray, PS Serenity Hydrating Spray, and the scent is hyaluronic acid infused with jasmine and vanilla. But I have tried this one, and if you've watched one of my previous videos with the Get Ready With Me, this does smell like potpourri. It's the potpourri that gets me. So that is the end, and this is a full face of Primark only makeup, other than the lip liner, but we don't talk about that. I'm not mad at it. The only thing I would change is the foundation, and that's just because the foundation was far too thick for me. It was far too, and the smell, that smell. But everything else I'm really impressed with. The quality, it really surprised me. Like I said, all Primark products, all really affordable products. The most expensive item was £5, which is really unbelievable. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, comment, anything you like. Anything really helps me and what I'm trying to achieve on YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.